How you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in. We are here in West Yellowstone at the headquarters of Yellowstone Live before this show, Yellowstone Live tonight at 8/7 Central. And we're here with Steve, who has a special guest with us. Steve, can you introduce us?
Yeah, this is Liberty, and Liberty is a bald eagle. The reason Liberty's in captivity is she lit on a power pole. It was in Montana, and she came in contact with a wire, got a severe electrical shock. And although she still got her wing, her motor skills aren't what they should be, and so she's what they consider a non-releasable eagle. We have her and use her for educational purposes. She's currently 32 years old.
Oh, wow. Well, she's beautiful. Thank you so much for bringing her. Guys, just want to let you know, comment below with any questions, and we'll get to them as soon as possible. Can you tell us a little bit more about bald eagles and the history of them?
Of course, bald eagles are unique to North America. They're found nowhere else. Some people called bald eagles because they thought maybe their heads looked like they didn't have feathers on them, but that isn't the case. The word bald in Old English meant white. And so when they were first seeing bald eagles, they were calling them the white-headed eagle. But being that it is unique to North America, I think it was a good choice to show them. And of course, you see plenty of bald eagles here in Yellowstone. Bald eagles are fish eaters, so you always find them near rivers. And that did at one point get them into a little bit of trouble because of chemical pesticides. In fact, DDT was the culprit that put the bald eagle on the endangered species list a few years back. But today they're doing a lot better.
Great. So the population had a decline, but it's changed since.
Yeah, they banned DDT, and eagles have made a strong comeback. In fact, in some areas today, they're almost as numerous as they've been in the past.
Oh, great. Can you tell us a little bit more about their nests and some of their habitat?
Yeah, eagles build a huge nest. They make it of sticks. They mate for life. And now Liberty is a female. The reason I know that is because a male is a third smaller than a female in birds of prey, so females are quite a bit larger. Their nests are made of sticks, and they return to the same nest each year. They mate for life, and eagles can live to be over 40 years old. In fact, in captivity, they live much longer than that. They usually have 2 to 3 eggs, more likely 2, and often they only raise one little eaglet. A young eagle won't have that white head. They're completely dark, and they won't get the white head till they're about 4 or 5 years old. They completely rely on their parents for everything, so they're not like a little duck that can jump in the water and swim. The parents have to care for them from the minute they hatch. It takes them about 16 weeks before they get all their feathers and begin to start exercising their wings to leave the nest.
So I know that bald eagles have a little bit of an interesting mating ritual. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Is it called the death spiral?
Well, that's a little bit of a misconception, because people see eagles with their feet locked, spinning in the air. That actually is a territorial display, usually between 2 males.
Oh, okay.
And the males are fighting, and sometimes they hit the ground and one eagle gets killed. Or injured, I wouldn't say killed, but we did have an instance. I do a bird show at a zoo in Salt Lake City, and we had a call about some eagles landing in someone's backyard. They said one of them couldn't fly away, and what was exactly that? It was 2 golden eagles that were in that death spiral, and they hit the ground. One of the eagles was actually injured, and we had to take it into a rehabilitator.
Oh, wow.
So, but no, they do courtship flights that are spectacular, where they fold up their wings and dive out of the sky, and it's called an undulating flight, where they go up, and then they go down, and they go up and they down. In this courtship flight, they do a lot of vocalization, but the actual breeding takes place on top of a rock on a ridge.
Okay, thanks for. So we have a question from YouTube. Thanks so much for sending in some questions. Continue to comment below with questions. We'll answer as many as possible. So we have one from Dora. She asks, can all birds of prey dive for fish?
Not all birds eat fish, so there are specific birds that like fish, particularly ospreys and bald eagles. There are other types of fish eagles throughout the world, but in North America, the 2 birds that primarily eat fish are ospreys and bald eagles, which you'll see plenty of it here in Yellowstone.
And then we have another question from YouTube. Do bald eagles have predators?
Not really. Sometimes I would think they would get into a bit of a conflict with golden eagles, but they pretty much hold their own. Bald eagles at the top of the food chain, and generally they pretty much can hold their own against any predator, so they really don't have any natural predators. Pretty much mankind is the only enemy they have.
So I'm looking at Liberty, and she has gorgeous eyes up close. I hope you guys can see it. Can you tell us a little bit more about the bald eagle's vision and its importance?
Birds of prey have incredible vision. It's the way the eye is designed with more rods than cones. And their ability to pick up movement and see movement in the distance, probably 9 times keener than ours. So to have eyes like an eagle is certainly a compliment.
Great. Well, guys, make sure to tune in tonight for Yellowstone Live at 8, 7 Central. We'll be live right here. If you can't make it, DVR will be here starting tonight for 4 nights. So make sure to tune in to National Geographic. Thanks so much for joining us.